Tonight, you will lose 8 hours, you will close your eyes, and for a while, you won't really be you anymore. That sounds strange, but it is true. Sleep is not just rest. It is repair. Every night, your brain fixes itself while you are gone. So here is the real question. What happens if that repair never happens? What if you never sleep again? The answer is stranger than just feeling tired. Let us start small. Day 1 without sleep. You feel foggy. You react slower. Maybe you blame coffee or stress. This part feels normal. Most people have stayed up all night at least once. It feels okay, just uncomfortable, but inside your brain, something is already shifting. Drive. Matthew Walker, a sleep scientist at Berkeley, has studied this for years. His research shows that after just one night with no sleep, a part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex starts losing contact with the rest of your brain. This is the part that controls judgment and self-control. Think of it like a phone losing signal. Not broken, just cut off. Now push further, 3 days with no sleep. This is where things stop feeling human. A part of your brain called the amygdala controls fear. Without sleep, it goes into overdrive, and the part that usually calms it down goes quiet. It acts like a toddler left alone in a room with no parent. Small problems start to feel huge. A dropped phone can feel like a disaster. Then come the hallucinations. Not big, movie-style hallucinations. Small ones, shadows that seem to move, shapes that aren't there. A voice that says your name, but no one is around. Scientists have seen this again and again, including in military studies on soldiers kept awake past 4 days. Their brains, missing dream sleep, start to invent it anyway. The mind needs to dream, so if you want to sleep, it starts dreaming while you are still standing. Why does this happen? Here is the simple version. Every night, your brain goes through different stages of sleep. One stage, called REM sleep, seems to sort through your feelings and turn the day's events into memories that make sense. Skip it long enough, and your brain tries to do that job anyway, awake or not. The dream switch flips on. You are just awake to see it happen. Now, let us go even further. There is a rare disease called fatal familial insomnia. It shows us what happens when sleep disappears completely and forever. Scientists first found it in Italian families in the 1980s. And they've studied it closely ever since. The disease slowly destroys a part of the brain called the thalamus, which controls your sleep and wake cycle. People with this disease stop sleeping. Not badly, not for a short time. Completely. What follows is brutal, and it happens the same way almost every time. Panic, fear that isn't based on anything real, then hallucinations so strong the person can't tell what is real and what isn't. Eventually, the body can't even control its own temperature. Most patients die within 1 to 3 years after symptoms begin. This tells us something important. Sleep isn't something your body lets you skip if you feel like it. It is something your body demands. So why does skipping it feel so easy? Because for most of human history, you didn't have to choose to sleep. It simply happened when the sun went down and the world got too dangerous to move through. Anthropologist Jerome Siegel studied sleep in groups who live without electricity, like the Hadza in Tanzania and the San in Namibia. He found something surprising. These groups don't sleep more than we do. They sleep about 6.5 to 7 hours a night, close to what many modern people get. The real difference isn't how long they sleep. It is darkness. Their bodies slow down as the light fades, and wake up as the sun rises. No phone screens. No lights tricking the brain into thinking it is still daytime at midnight. This matters because your ancestors weren't choosing to sleep. Their world was choosing it for them. Night fell, danger increased. Eyes stopped working well. The safest thing a person could do alone in the dark was lie still, slow their heartbeat, and shut off until morning. In other words, sleep may have first started as a way to hide, not a way to heal. Over time, the body found a second use for those quiet hours. Clean out waste from the brain, store memories, balance hormones. Repair the body. What started as a hiding place became a repair shop. This is why missing sleep doesn't just make you tired. It shuts down systems you never even think about. Take your immune system. Researchers at San Francisco, led by scientist Eric Prather, tracked how much sleep people got in the week before they were exposed to a cold virus. People who slept less than 6 hours a night were about 4 times more likely to get sick than people who slept 7 hours or more. Your immune system does its most important work while you are asleep. Skip the sleep, and your body breaks down faster. Take your memory. Every night, a part of your brain called the hippocampus moves the day's events into long-term storage. This is why students who sleep after studying remember more than students who stay up all night cramming. The information isn't fully saved until sleep locks it in. Pulling an all-nighter before a test doesn't just make you tired. It erases part of what you were trying to learn. Now think about your mood. Missing sleep again and again is one of the strongest warning signs for depression and anxiety. Not because tired people are just cranky. It's because your brain needs sleep to reset your emotions each night. Skip that reset over and over, and you're left running on a broken system. So, what really happens if you never sleep again? You don't get more hours in your day. You get fewer good ones. Your judgment breaks down in a day. Your emotions spiral out of control in 3. Your grip on reality starts to slip in 4, and if the sleeplessness never stops, like in fatal familial insomnia, your body eventually forgets how to run itself, and it shuts down for good. Sleep was never the pause button on your life. It's the repair shop that keeps the rest of your life running. Which brings us back to tonight. You will close your eyes. And for 8 hours, you want to be the person reading this right now. But tomorrow, that person comes back sharper, calmer, and more human than the version of you who skipped it. Tonight, you will lose 8 hours, and maybe, for the first time, you'll understand why that's the best thing that happens to you all day. Want more videos like this? Hit subscribe, drop a comment with what surprised you most, and thanks for watching.